Hey, good evening, everybody. Hey, it's Subby. I am here at the house. Um, gonna give a brief update on what is going on. So, I contacted the National Weather Service. I was actually taking a little snooze and just happened to wake up in time to hear my phone go off. However, the weather radios are not functioning in our area tonight. I contacted the National Weather Service and they did say that there is an issue with telephone lines. They did put in a ticket, but I am not sure if these weather radios are going to be reliable this evening. So, what I wanted to do was to let you guys know, of course, a lot of west central Missouri is under a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 a.m. That's going to include Cass, Johnson, Pettis, Benton, St. Clair, Henry, and Bates County. The only county in west central Missouri that is not under a severe thunderstorm watch is Vernon County. And as you can see, there is a rather strong line of thunderstorms out here in eastern Kansas. And there is a secondary line that is down here from Junction City to Marion. They are packing about 65 to 70 mile per hour winds, and there has been a few reports of some quarter-inch hail out of this. But more importantly, I want to make sure that I get word out to everybody that there is a severe thunderstorm watch out. The main reason because weather radios will not work tonight. I don't know if they will get them up and going before this line makes its way into west central Missouri or not. But it's definitely something that we need to be making sure that our family, friends, if anybody is camping, make sure that they are aware of this because their weather radios will not go off. So basically what I am going to do is I wanted to get this live stream out to everybody on all the platforms and make sure everybody is aware that we are under a severe thunderstorm watch for the potential of some very strong winds to come in later on. It pretty much looks like this northern line will likely stay just to our north of west central Missouri. It might clip part of Johnson and Cass County, but we'll be watching for this secondary line that will come in a little later. So right now I'm kind of guessing somewhere around the midnight time frame. But there's a chance this line of storms will congeal into one, maybe get a little bit stronger, and then move through west central Missouri. So if you know anybody that, again, that has a weather radio that depends on a weather radio, they will not work from the tower out of Clinton, Missouri, out of Shawnee Mound. I contacted the National Weather Service and they said it looked like everything is up and running on their end, but they found out that there is a problem. So I don't know if we're going to be able to rely on them when these storms come through. So here in about probably about an hour, I am going to be going up to the Storm Track Weather Center, and I will begin a live stream to make sure everybody stays in the know of what's going on. So again, if you know anybody that depends on a weather radio for these type of alerts, make sure you let them know that we are under a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 o'clock in the morning. Boy, you ain't kidding, Matt. I am hoping so too. I am hoping we get some moisture out of this. So it's been, we're really kind of in this nowcast moment in which this data that's come in throughout the day today, it shows it's going to dissipate and then it's going to hold together, then it's going to dissipate and hold together. So the latest models that I looked at, I was covering the storms in Nebraska. Omaha, Council Bluffs had over 100-mile-an-hour winds come through that area. Tons of damage up in that neck of the woods. They've had several tornadoes up there near Council Bluffs, near the airport, that did some damage tonight. So I was hoping maybe be able to get maybe a couple hour breather in there. But anyway, luckily I woke up when I did, and I had alternative methods of obtaining watches and warnings with Storm Shield, or else I would probably still be snoozing. So that's the reason why you cannot rely on just one source of information for your watches or warnings, because we are going through that tonight with the weather radios out of Clinton, Missouri. Hi, Nicole. You're under a severe thunderstorm watch for 70-mile-per-hour wind possible. So it's probably going to be a while before those storms make it out to you in Pettis County. But no tornadoes expected. Tornado threat is very, very low. I cannot say that it's going to be zero, because just about a lot of the areas was under a 2% risk for tornadoes tonight, up in Kansas and Iowa into Nebraska, and had a total of 6 tornadoes out of that. So I'm not going to say the tornado threat zero, but it is very, very low. The main threat out of this is going to be 70-mile-per-hour straight line winds and large hail about the size of quarters. And that is assuming that this line retains its intensity. We are in this area right where I'm circling right now. It is not very favorable for thunderstorm development in our area. There could be just enough to be able to sustain this line of thunderstorms through our area. It's likely, if it does get through west central Missouri, it's likely not going to last much longer out to the east before it finally fizzles out. And then some of the models are hinting at some more thunderstorms forming behind the line later on this morning into about the 5 or 6 o'clock a.m. time frame. So anyway, so yeah, it might, Limbox. It does. Some of the models that I'm showing that I looked at before I went and laid down for a while, some of the models show it completely dissipating once it hits the state line. So we still have that possibility. But with the way this line is moving and the intensity of it right now, I think it's one of these better be safe than sorry scenarios. And of course, we've got 2 lines we're watching. The main line right here that is going to be coming into the north part of North Kansas City. It is packing 60 to 70, 72, 76, 81-mile-an-hour winds. So that's going to be heading into points of Smithville, Liberty, Kansas City, Overland Park, just south of St. Joe. So definitely, and then of course, there are some strong winds associated down further to the south, 50 to 60 mile per hour winds down here as well. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Hey, how about Blue Springs? Blue Springs is in the same boat. You guys are in that severe thunderstorm watch. There's going to be, this thing is a wind bag. It has some strong winds out ahead of it. That's going to be the primary threat. Tornado threat, very, very low. I don't think we have to worry about a tornado threat tonight. But it's mainly going to be severe thunderstorms. Timeline. And this is where it gets tricky, MH. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to put this in motion. This thing is going almost directly due east. Maybe with a little bit of a northerly tilt to it. So if we draw a line with the northern part of this storm, it looks like north of that line, along and north of that line, we're probably looking at probably around 11:30. Now, we get rid of that. And then we take this line. Right here, the southern part of this line. And if it continues the same path, and you're going to be looking at right around 2 o'clock in the morning for the southern part. That's why we're live right now, Robert. Yep, I got a hold of the National Weather Service here just a little bit ago. They said everything was up and running, and then they notified me that, hey, there is a problem with the weather radio with the tower in Shawnee Mound, and they put a help ticket in for that. Now, I'm not expecting them to be on the rest of the night, to be honest with you. So that's one of the reasons I came on, to let everybody know we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. I am not going to stay live right now. I just wanted to let you guys know that we're under a severe thunderstorm watch. I am currently at home right now. I am going to brew some coffee, and I'm going to head down to the Storm Track Weather Center. And then at that point in time, I will go live, and I want to make sure everybody gets the warnings out there in a timely fashion. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to depend on weather radios. That's the reason I constantly preach about having more than one way to be able to get warnings and watches and advisories, and because we can't always depend on just one source. So that's the reason social media, actually Storm Shield, I laid down for about an hour and Storm Shield went off, woke me up. So luckily I knew that we were under a severe thunderstorm watch, or I'd probably still be sleeping right now. So anyway, so that's the scoop right now, guys. I will be going back live. Just make sure, if you know anybody that is dependent on weather radios, please let them know they are likely not going to be able to depend on weather radios this evening. So, and I will go down to Storm Track Weather Center, and I will be broadcasting live here. I'm going to tell you it's probably going to be about 10:45. And I will go live on all the platforms again, and we'll continue to watch these storms as they move through west central Missouri. I'll be talking to you guys soon. Make sure you get word out. Weather radio's a no-go for tonight for the Clinton Tower. And that is frequency 162.500. That is the Clinton Tower. So, anyway, make sure you guys know that. And let everybody know that weather radios cannot be depended on for tonight. And I'll be talking to you guys soon, again, probably about 10:45. And I will be going back live, and we'll track these storms as they move through our area.